I am making this video on a Sunday in Canada. We had a huge winter storm. Let me show you. The store is very quiet today, so I took the opportunity to do a thought of the day with you guys. And let me just show you. They actually cleaned this parking lot, so you're not going to see as much snow. But if you see what I mean, like this parking lot was covered in about 5 to 6 inches of snow, and then yeah, I threw some salt down, and they finally came and cleaned it. So yeah, if you want to know what it feels like to have a slow day, open a small business in Canada during a winter storm, and you'll have some time to make videos just like I am right now. You don't own a small business. A small business owns you. You don't own a small business owns you. And I've been thinking about this quote for a while, and to be honest with you, it's not all negative, because this is the truth. I will be honest with you, after owning this grocery store for 7 years, I can tell you that is very, very true. But it only truly applies for the first few years of business. And if after the 4th and 5th year it still feels like the business owns you, well then you need to re-evaluate your business, and maybe you're doing something wrong completely. Because even at this stage, after 7 years, I can say that I am no longer truly owned by this. I know that this is something I do. I know I have another business. Felicia's a real estate agent in Windsor, Ontario. If you want to, you know, ever reach out, I'd be happy to connect you guys. Business only. But you know what? My whole perception of business changed just by running this little store. And it's crazy to think that it truly did own me for the first 4 to 5 years, and now I have a lot more flexibility. It feels so routine now. It feels just like a regular day-to-day job. I used to stress over every little detail of this place. I used to stay up all night worrying about this or that, and at the end of the day, after this amount of time, it becomes second nature. You know, you built up your inventory, you built up your customer base, you built up your finances, where a couple bad days in a row aren't going to kill you. So no, business doesn't own me the same way it used to when we first started. That's the whole message in this video. Unless you're willing to dedicate the first 3 to 4 years of your life where you live, breathe, and eat your business, you sacrifice everything to keep it growing, and you're not ready for business. Here's what I'm going to tell you about a small business. Okay, don't expect a small business to ever run itself. Don't expect to get rich from a small business, and don't expect people to run a small business for you. You will have to be on every single section of your small business every day, I promise you, for the first few years before you can start delegating. Because if you don't know how to do something in your own business and you're trying to delegate to someone else, then what happens if they don't show up, which they won't? What happens if they quit, which they will? What happens if they simply have a bad day and you need to help them and you don't know how? These are things that you need to know how to do in your business before delegating regardless. And it's going to take you a few years to be able to get to that position that you can delegate. I do want to thank everyone on this channel for watching me rant and rave over the last 7, 8 years on this channel. You guys always smash the like button, which I really appreciate. It really helps this small business grow. And these aren't our only businesses that the community has helped us build. I do want to mention, you see this person over here walking away. She hasn't been on camera in a while. She is a real estate agent and she works in Ontario. So anybody moving here, I'm sure she'd be happy to find you a commercial space for your business or a house. For me, this isn't my only business. I'm thrilled to announce I do have 4 or 5 clients now in my marketing business. If you want any information on how I can help you build your business, you can email me in the description and we can go from there. And one more thing, So is it all worth it? If you're strong enough, it is. Because, listen, I know I just run a grocery store and I'm talking like I work for the UN. But when a customer has the ability to ruin your day, week, month, if they post about you online, and you might make $2 off of this customer, that's the time where you have to be strong enough. When you don't get a paycheck for months on end because it's it's a slow season, or it's January and February and it's slow, those are the times you have to be strong. When you are wondering how you're going to pay your next bill, those are the times you have to be strong. And when you want to shut everything down within the first year because you made absolutely no money, you just broke even, yeah, same thing. This is not, there is no easy business. There's no such thing. No matter what anyone tells you online, no matter what program they're trying to sell you, no matter what course they're trying to sell you, there is nothing that is easy in business. And it's funny how many people talk that have never owned a business, that they think, you know, I'll do this, this, and this, it'll all work out, it's easy. And those people are still talking 10 years later because they just talk. They never pull the trigger on anything. So of course they can critique all they want from the sidelines. It's easy to talk. But when it comes to actually doing something, that's what separates everybody, the successful from the unsuccessful. I can talk all day about opening up 3-4 locations of this and people will listen, but the execution is what makes this so difficult, because there's no boss telling you what to do, there's no deadlines. It takes true discipline to get to where you want to be. Because I'm going to tell you firsthand, the first 2 to 3 years of this business, physically, mentally, emotionally, was terrible. I lost so much weight. I was stressed out like crazy. No one saw me. I was a ghost. I didn't go to events. I missed parties. You know, even when I was at social gatherings, people said you just don't seem the same. Like you don't seem like you're really there. You're just worried about something else. And that's exactly what was happening. Every single minute of the day I was worried about this, that, or the other with this place. And you know, it doesn't have to be that way, but it will be very hard to separate yourself from your business for the first few years, because you will be grinding to pay each and every bill and have no money really coming in. That's what makes it so hard. It's the money issue. You're always worried about paying a certain bill when you first start a business. Unless you started with millions, this is going to be your reality. Listen, I'm not trying to persuade you guys that opening a small business is a bad idea. No, I think opening a business is one of the best things you can do for yourself. I think running a small business gives you a lot of leverage that no one really thinks they'll get with a business. There's lots of incentives that you get with opening a small business. That's a whole nother video. But I made this video because regardless of how long I'm in this business, I always get people that tell me they're opening businesses, especially in the food industry, food businesses, cafes, restaurants, and they just say, well, I'll keep my job and have people run it for me. Or, yeah, I'll work there for a year and then people will run it for me. That couldn't be further from the truth. I'm not sure where everyone got this idea that you can have other people just run your business and you disappear and it's a passive investment. This is the furthest business that you can do that with. Maybe in real estate investing, there's a semi-passive option there. But with a food business, how can you possibly expect anyone to care as much as you do? Okay, yeah, once you get to a huge level and own like 10 locations of something, you may not have to work in them anymore. But why is it that people think that they can open businesses and let them run themselves without doing any work? It seems like everyone wants to start here. No one wants to do the bullshit down here that people have to put up with, you know, working on a Sunday when literally no one wants to leave their house. No one wants to do that. That doesn't look glamorous. That's not what they show you online down here. They always show you this part. That's where everyone wants to start. I just don't get where people got confused. Anyways, I'm ranting for no reason now, but really though, like, if you open a business, good for you, but don't expect not to work your ass off day in and day out for nothing for the next 3 to 4 years. Because if you need money as much as you need to breathe, like you need it like blood in your veins, you shouldn't be opening a business. You're not going to be making anything for the first few years. So be mindful of what you see online. It's not the truth. This channel is the truth. Follow that advice if you take anything from this video. So I'm going to end this video here. I really thank you guys for watching this 10 minutes of ranting and raving. I don't consider it a rant too much, more like my own personal experience and my opinions on things. It's all my opinions, you know. Most people that talk is just an opinion. So don't ever let, you know, people like even me dictate exactly how you think, because then you're just a robot who's being programmed, and that's exactly what I don't want from anybody on this channel. Thanks for watching.